Welcome viewers. Today I am here with Coulomb's law. ये 10+2 फिजिक्स में वन ऑफ द फंडामेंटल वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉन्सेप्चुअल टॉपिक है. What is the purpose of my video? Least to remember and more to understand. I always believe in conception. I always believe in foundation. That is fundamental concept. So in Coulomb's law, it is a part of electrostatics. In Coulomb's law, what Coulomb states, there are two charges Q1 and Q2 and they are separated by a distance r. So force of attraction or repulsion, it is also known as electrostatic force. Electrostatic force, it will be a constant, electrostatic constant you can say, or it is Coulomb's constant into Q1 into Q2 by r square. There was years back, there was a law of gravitation. It was established years back or years before Coulomb's law. It was F is equal to a gravitational constant mass m1 into mass m2 divided by r square. So Coulomb was inspired by the law of gravitation from, it is also known as Newton law of gravitation. Okay, Newton law of gravitation. Coulomb was inspired by Newton law of gravitation. Here F is proportional to 1 by r square. Here also F is proportional to or inversely proportional to r square. So both the law follows inverse square law. But there was a fundamental difference what we have to look. First difference, here G is not dependent on medium, but here the electrostatic constant or Coulomb constant depends on medium. The second thing you have to understand, here in Newton's law of gravitation, the force means the law of attraction or force of attraction. This denotes only attractive forces. But here the force may be attractive, may be repulsive. Just let me say this is a positive charge and this is a positive charge. So positive repel. So suppose this is Q1 charge, this is Q2 charge. Now Q2 is repelled by Q1. It will go this direction. And Q1 is repelled by Q2. It is along this direction. But if one is positive, suppose Q1 is positive and Q2 is negative. Now Q1 is trying to pull Q2 towards Q1 and Q2 is trying to pull Q1 towards Q2. So this is the line of action, positive, negative, and here it is positive and positive or same charges. Same charges repel, unlike charges attract. Okay. The third difference you can say, there are masses m1 and m2. They are same kind of mass, but here both charges are different kind of charges. Maybe same kind of charges, we don't know, but it's not necessary that Q1 and Q2 are same kind of charges. Okay. From here, the Coulomb's law is developed from the inspiration from Newton's law of gravitation. Now, this constant K, Coulomb's constant or electrostatic constant, the value of K is found to be 1 minus 4 pi epsilon, 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So why it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon? Just see, K is a function of 1 by 4 pi. That means K depends on a quantity which is 1 by 4 pi. Here is the reason. The reason is what Coulomb assumed, the charges are spherical in nature. Okay, the spherical in nature, and the area of sphere, we all know it is 4 pi capital R square if the capital R is the radius of the sphere. Okay, so here the constant is 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So we can say the electrostatic force now is equal to 1 by 4 pi into Q1 into Q2 divided by R square. You can write this formula, this also. Okay, now, so what we have seen, what is epsilon? The epsilon is permittivity. Permittivity. What is permittivity? Most of the students, even after passing 10 plus 2, even they are doing engineering, what I have found, they even do not know what is permittivity. No, what is permittivity? Say, the permittivity is, suppose Q1 and Q2, both the charges are separated by a medium. Say the medium is medium A. As I said earlier, K is depends on medium. So if they are separated by medium A, if suppose there is a electric field, which will be discussed later, suppose 90% is absorbed by the medium and the remaining 10% reached means reached from Q1 to Q2. In that case, permittivity is 90%. Okay. Now let us discuss about free space. Have you heard about the word free space? It's very important as far as electrostatic is concerned. Free space. Free space means there is no material, there is nothing. Free space means there is no matter, no material. If there is no matter or no material, what will happen? Then maximum will be reached and the minimum will be absorbed. So in that case, in free space, epsilon naught means permittivity is expressed and epsilon naught for free space. It is minimum, and if it is minimum, if F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon into Q1 Q2 by R square, if this is minimum, the force will be maximum. So in free space, the electrostatic force is maximum. Okay. Now the value of constant K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That means for free space, the value of K is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square divided by Coulomb square. This is the standard value. For a free space, the electrostatic constant or Coulomb constant equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square by Coulomb square. From here we can derive the unit. Okay. I hope this video is beneficial, and if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.